So I was public schooled kindergarten through 4th grade, and then in 5th grade we started homeschooling, and I was homeschooled from 5th grade on until junior year. And then in my junior year, my mom decided to send me to public school for whatever reason. My grades were just fine, except for chemistry. Chemistry! And even though I was homeschooled, I was just fine socially. I had plenty of friends, so I didn't really understand the change. So anyway, I went back to public school for about 1 week at the beginning of this year. You're about to find out why it only lasted a week and why I am now homeschooled once again. So I started off with this genealogy project. We're supposed to go out and find somebody who we don't know that well and ask them about their family history and all that stuff. So I go out in the street, not to find someone, but just to get ideas flowing and stuff like that. So in the street, I came across this older gentleman. At least I thought it was an older gentleman, but when that hideous creature turned around, okay, I'm joking. He seemed like a perfectly normal guy, about the same age as me. So I told him about the genealogy project, asked him if he would come inside, and I could ask him some questions. And I start with the first question. I ask him where he's from.
My mom and my dad.
Being a smart aleck myself, I had an appreciation for that answer, so I asked him where his parents were from, expecting the answer, my grandparents, but what I got was even better.
Probably my uncle.
Now, you guys know I love stupid and nonsensical humor, so I laughed and played along a little bit more, but I was ready for some real answers, so I asked him where he was from geographically.
Yeah, I'm from Africa, I think. South Africa, but you never know.
I told him I appreciated the laughs, but I was really ready to get my project done, so I could really use some serious answers. Then he asked me if he could tell his story in song. I didn't know how to feel about that, but I figured if it got me serious answers, then go ahead.
When I joined the parade, had a dinosaur, and the memories are fading away. But now I remember his name, Mochi. Oh, Mochi is the best dinosaur I ever had. He's got a face made of what I'm glad about. I can do something with my head. Ow! Do you have a phone? I can call 911 or something.
At this point, I'm trying to figure out how to deal with the situation. I told him, yeah, I had a phone, but that he couldn't have it. So he yelled at me, saying I was holding him against his will, and then attacked me trying to take my phone. He tickled me and then got my phone and threatened to smash it against the wall if the camera wasn't shut off immediately. So, shut my camera off, thus the rest is not on video. Even so, the rest is still a true story. Using his phone, he called his friend, and I realized really quickly that he also was not quite right in the head. I wasn't sure what to do at this point. I'm the only one home alone. He's got my phone. I could make him run for it, but I had no idea what he would do. So I went after him and tried to take my phone back. Now I failed, but what's funny is then he used my phone to call the cops. The cops arrived and both of us fought to explain what had really happened. The cops decided that I was the most mentally sane one there. Only time that's ever happened in my life. So yeah, crazy experience. I later learned that he was walking down the street that afternoon because he ran away from home when his mom told him that he couldn't get Snapchat. I also learned that he was taken to the hospital that night where they found the remains of a smashed Xbox controller, including AA batteries, as well as a small amount of his own urine thrown in the mix. Which explains a lot, to be honest. I was supposed to come up with some sort of conclusion for my genealogy project or some fun fact. I decided to be as accurate and honest as possible, so and then the teacher gave me an F, thinking I was lying. So my mom pulled me out of public school, and here I am, homeschooled again. So if you ever wanted to know, that is why I am homeschooled.
I'm so sorry I killed your brain cells. Oh, killed your brain cells. Yes, I'm
Dead bug.